Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. Do a lot of things here, beer wise, some not beer stuff, and we also do a lot of beer review stuff. That's what we're gonna be doing today with this. That'd be Aslin. Yeah, we get their stuff distroed up here, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. This is their orange, right? Orange Starfish India Pale Ale. I've never had this before. I don't believe. Maybe I reviewed it before. Kind of looks familiar. But yeah, this is sitting on the shelf, not refrigerated. Keep that in mind. And I was like, yeah, it was decently priced. I'm like, I haven't had an Aslin for a while. Let me go look up their old Instagrams because they don't really date proper. There's a date, blah, 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 batch number. I don't know anything that's going on here. If you can tell me what that means, that would be awesome. And we're at the end of May. This is brewed like end of April, I believe. So it's like, okay, a month old. It's on a shelf. Yeah, whatever. Decently priced. We're going to review it. So yeah, Orange Starfish. India Pale Ale. 5.7, so it's like a hazy pale ale. It's not even an India pale ale, I would say. Aslin beer, I know it's Aslin, but I say Aslin, I'm sorry. Brewed and canned by Aslin Beer Company, Alexandria, Virginia, Herndon, Virginia. Store at 35 to 40 degrees F. Wah, wah. Please recycle. Drink fresh. I actually do really like the label. I know the lighting in here is poopy, but I did a bunch of work on the old home base. See all that drywall. So we're doing it. We're doing it in here. Dirty Glass Mafia. It's almost impossible not to have Dirty Glass Mafia when you're doing drywall. Let's put it that way. So, excuse me for the sins of my glasses. Man, the light in here sucks. I apologize, but you can see the beer. So, look at that awesome pour. This dude is the pours of the awesome pours. Like I said, I dig it. I dig it. What do you want? And, yeah. If you get beyond that head, you can see this nice, actually really, really beautiful looking kind of hazy but not super turbid kind of pale ale. 85 fingers of head on there because this dude pours the best of the best. And tight compact bubbles, but man, underneath that, I mean, you can't see over here, but I can. It just has this beautiful pale ale haziness, density, and color that I really, really do like. Yeah, like I said, give or take a month old, off the shelf, wasn't refrigerated. I went to this place 2 weeks ago. This was not on the shelf. So it was on their shelf for less than 2 weeks. You know, if they got it the next day, it would be 2 weeks. You know, the math with an F. So it's not like it was sitting out there for a long time. It was on some distributor, probably in their hot van somewhere. But by looking at it, it doesn't look like it's been treated all that poorly. So, gonna try to get a nose. This head is gigantic. We'll see. Snorting foam. That's how you do it. That's where they put the heroin. That actually smells really, really nice. It has this nice kind of like slightly undersweetened kind of tropical fruit, a big stone fruit thing, and then pineapple. That's really where I'm going. I mean, at least on the nose, I'm not getting a big, huge citrus here, but it just comes off as this really nice, aggressive for what it is for that mid kind of 5% kind of hoppy hazed up kind of pale ale. It smells really, really good. Just that kind of nice kind of fruitiness. Not much as far as a precursor to any kind of big bittering. Maybe a little pithiness, especially when I snorted some foam. Get that kind of taste in my nostril. That's how the pros do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's good. That's actually really, really, really good. Wow. Mm. That's tasty AF. Wow. I'm glad I bought this. Even being on the shelf, it's really, really vibrant. Really, really bright. A lot of like, we're running the gamut here from tropical to citrus and everything in between. But it comes off slightly, it's not synthetic by any stretch, but it comes off kind of like orangina-y, kind of tangy in the way it kind of comes off citrus-wise, in a good way, in a positive way. There's bright pineapple in there. There is a pithiness. There is a bittering to it. Nothing hyper aggressive. The bittering is not like a green weedy kind of whatever. If the bittering is anything, it's more pithiness, but it's really with it being a perceptual kind of pithy thing, it kind of connects that fruit portion of the show to your brain, makes you think it's more juicy than it actually is, but it also adds this nice kind of like temper. It tempers the fruited sweet side of things. That's not an overly sweet beer. It doesn't need to be overly bittering, but I like and appreciate that the bittering exists there. The showcase here is a combination of this super silky mouthfeel. It's not turbid. It's not dense. It's not thick with 5 C's or anything like that. But it has what you want from a mid 5% hazy pale without getting too heavy, and definitely not even close to being too light. The fruit portion of the show, again, here is the star of the show. While that mouthfeel is fantastic, the way it runs the gamut from that tropical fruit, tropical fruit, I think kiwi along those kind of lines, a nice kind of slightly kind of marmalade candied peach, nothing overly sweet though, and then running into that kind of slightly kind of fruit juicy Welch's High C kind of Orangina like kind of fruit juice, as opposed to just squeeze kind of juice. Again, not overly sweetened though. It just has a little bit of volume on each one of those, while still being small enough and drinkable enough to be, okay, I'm drinking something that's like mid 5s, pushing 6. It's really good. Like really, really, really good. Like I was kind of hesitant because when I said it was like decent price point, it was $17 for a 4-pack. $17 for a 5% beer, hazy pale. Not necessarily something I typically buy, but considering it was like, you know, a month old or less, and it's Aslin up here in Podunk, North Jersey, I was like, that's a decent price point for that kind of beer. Typically, this would run more like in the 19 kind of range. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to buy it. I'm very glad I did. It's you know, I'm not one to sit here and say, yeah, I spent $17 on 5.5% hazies. I'm not mad at this. No, I'm not going to rush out. If I see this on a shelf, do I buy it again? I don't know. It basically depends on my mood, I'm assuming at that point. If I can get this at 13, 14, it's just something I buy constantly. I just buy it all the time. It'd be like in rotation with Sneak Box and Boat and all those beers I can get low ABV. They're just awesome chuggers. And just honestly, it might be the best Aslin beer that I've ever had. I know it sucks. You watch it, it's Aslin. I say Aslin. I can't help myself. Deal with it. But this is fantastic. I'm so glad I bought this because I was in a mood for something like this, and I wanted something different than the Boats, the Sneak Box of the world, because I just like, you know, variety is the spice of life. You know, out here, banging out this sheetrock. Want to do a couple beer reviews? See that goddamn view? I get to look at that shit when this is done all the time. Just watch it, and it's even better from here. Good God, I'm a lucky guy. And I wanted something that is exactly this beer. You know, not high in ABV and something I can crush. Epically tasty, beautiful mouthfeel, vibrant for what it is. Winner. Is this one of the better pale ale hazies, sub 6% that I've had as late? Yes. Mount Rushmore status. Let's put it that way. It's just that good for me. You know, it's hitting me in all the right spots. It's in that group, man. It's in that group that just I love it so much. And like I said, we talked about price already, and just say, let me know. Let me know what you think of this beer. If you've had this beer, this batch in particular, like I said, I think it was brewed April 2022. Let me know what you think. If you've had it before then, let me know what you think. I'll see if I've actually reviewed it before, because I don't think I have, but who knows? It looks kind of familiar. And what do you think about the Aslin? See, I remembered. What do you think about them in general? Have you been to the brewery? Do you dig on their beers? What's your dealio when it comes to them? So there you go. Review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. We'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.